Alright, break down what happened on Monday.
Monday was our testing day. I pulled in, I had the robot at home over the weekend because I had to code it, typey. During our 6th period, robotics period, we did our little test. We just made sure that we could place pixels on the board. And then once we learned that we could, we started thinking about what went wrong with our robot and what we could have done better and what we're gonna do better next time.
And first question is break down what happened on Monday.
Yeah, so basically on Monday, we had to do our test for the robot, which is seeing if we could place pixels on the board or not. So I feel like that was kind of just a success because we saw that we could make a robot that was able to place pixels on the board and stuff, but it just wasn't able to do it very well. It took a while to pick up the pixel, then it took a while to make sure it was lined up with the board and stuff. So I think we just need to kind of learn from that and just be able to think about what went wrong and how we can optimize that.
What problems occurred while testing?
While testing, I feel like the most major problem, we learned that when they're extended, we all kind of knew this from the beginning, but when the slides were extended, the precision would go down a huge amount because when you rotate the robot or move the robot, the slides move extra fast. So you kind of have to account for that when you're picking the things up.
What problems occurred while testing?
So while we were testing, like I said, it was very hard to pick up the pixels and place them really fast. So we need to be able to come up with a way to maybe intake them without having to use such a precise grabber or something, and then maybe transfer them without a lot of issues. Yeah, so I feel like those are the main things we need to change.
Alright, what went well?
Okay, so I guess the biggest thing that went well was just the fact that we now know that we can place things on the board. We have the capability to build a robot that can complete the challenges, and now we need to maximize the efficiency of said robots. So I guess what calls for the most celebration is the fact that we just got a pixel on the board. I feel like that's the biggest thing that we can celebrate.
And then what went well?
So I think what went well is that now we know we can place pixels on the board and stuff. So we just need to be able to figure out how to do it without needing to be so precise and just do it faster, because I feel one of our main issues was just that it was too slow and it was taking too long. So we just need to be able to figure that out before our first scrimmage.
What was the certain parts of the robot that you needed to rip off, and why did you rip them off?
So first we took off our linear slides here because basically at first, so this was half of our grabber, and this kind of just sucked. It didn't really grab the pixel. It was really hard to just pick it up, and it was way too precise. If you see the video, you can see in the video that you have to be dead on most of the time to pick the pixel up. So that was one of the first things we took off, this grabber. And then we also took the slides off. You see Jake's holding that there. And we're gonna put, basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a little box almost. And the robot, you see the robot right here, it's gonna be driving this way, and assume this is the ground. It's gonna be driving this way. There's gonna be little, I guess you could say things that would suck the pixels up, and it's gonna go into this box, and this box is gonna be attached to the slides that Jake is tuning right now, and then it'll basically be the same as in the video, but instead of a grabber, it's the box, and it doesn't require as much precision as the grabber.
Can you explain to me why these need to be moved?
So these control hubs were, the main one right here, was where the expansion hub is right now, and that was fine, but the expansion hub was like sticking out here, and we needed to move them in order to like, one, for cable management so stuff's not like in the way, and also just for space management because we need all of this space in here, especially when we're putting the wheels, the dead wheels, which measure like where the robot is, and the suck up thingy. So and also in the video you can see there's a zip tie showing how not permanent this was.
Why are you rebuilding the robot?
So our original design was as good as it is. We just needed something different, and I think with rebuilding the robot, it gives us an opportunity to fix everything that we got wrong with the first design. And honestly, I think it's just better to do that than to try and tweak the current design. So yeah, I think that's probably, yeah.